I mean, obviously she has pressures that she's taken on and things, but we spend a lot of time together. We still do a lot together as a family, and I think that's sort of the...
There has been a shocking revelation made by Pippa Middleton regarding her sister Kate, which has caused shockwaves to travel throughout the royal family. Over the course of many years, the world has regarded Kate as the epitome of elegance and perfection. However, we are now discovering that there is a great deal more to her than meets the eye. The truth alters everything that we believed we knew, from the struggles that were hidden to the plans that were kept secret. On the other hand, what is the secret that Kate has been keeping from the general public? Why has Pippa decided to break the news at this time? Moreover, what does this imply for Kate's future trajectory? Come along with us as we delve into the story that no one can stop talking about. This is something that you won't want to miss out on. A lot of attention is being paid to Pippa Middleton. Pippa Middleton has always been regarded as the quiet and supportive sister of Kate Middleton, who is known all over the world as the Duchess of Cambridge. This opinion has been prevalent for a long time. Pippa has maintained a low profile, and she frequently avoids speaking in public about her sister's life, particularly when it comes to matters of a personal nature. However, Pippa recently shocked everyone by breaking her silence and revealing something unexpected about Kate. This revelation is a surprise to everyone. Fans of the royal family and members of the media are both buzzing with curiosity because this is something that nobody saw coming. Kate has always been admired by the general public for her grace, elegance, and flawless appearance. From royal responsibilities to the upbringing of her 3 children, she is able to handle everything with ease. On the other hand, Pippa's revelation has demonstrated that there may be more to Kate's life than initially appears to be the case. The entire world was taken aback when Pippa made a veiled reference to something more profound that was concealed behind Kate's flawless exterior. We are aware that you are eager to learn what Pippa has to say for yourself. Nevertheless, Pippa clarified that Kate has been going through difficulties that no one outside of the family was aware of. She did not go into all of the details. In this case, the pressures of royal life are not the only ones at play. It has been reported by Pippa that Kate has been forced to keep her personal struggles to herself while simultaneously maintaining her public appearances. The statements made by Pippa gave the impression that, despite the fact that Kate may appear to be flawless on the surface, apart from her life, she has been kept out of the spotlight. Pippa's statement came at an even more unexpected time, which is even more surprising. Why at this time? Throughout the years, Pippa has maintained her silence and provided support to Kate in the background. There are some people who are curious about whether or not this unexpected revelation has a more profound significance. However, regardless of the motivation behind Pippa's decision to speak out, everyone is curious about it. This is due to the fact that the royal family is known for maintaining a high level of privacy, particularly when it comes to matters that are within the family. It has been observed that Pippa's choice to divulge this private information about Kate's life has raised eyebrows. The royal family's response to this is something that many people are curious about. People all over the world are curious about whether or not they agree with Pippa's decision to speak out, or whether or not they are surprised by her sudden openness. Questions like these are being discussed in hushed tones, but the palace has not issued any official statement on the matter. Immediately after this, we will dive headfirst into the meat of the matter. However, before we do so, let's take a look at Pippa's life and determine how exactly she became famous. Are you interested in this? Keep your focus then. Over the course of her life, Pippa Middleton has developed her own path and identity, despite the fact that she was formerly only known as the younger sister of Kate Middleton. The story of Pippa Middleton's rise to fame begins with her older sister, Kate Middleton, and a royal wedding that captured the attention of people all over the world. This is both an intriguing and fascinating story. Philippa Charlotte Middleton was born this way. As of the 6th of September in 1983, Pippa was always a member of a family that was close and supportive. Nevertheless, she remained hidden from public view for the majority of her life. On April 29, 2011, her sister tied the knot with Prince William, who would later become the King of England. This marked a significant change. On that day, Pippa went from being a woman who was not widely known to becoming one of the women who is the subject of the most conversation all over the world. One of the most significant events that took place during the decade was the wedding of Prince William and Kate Middleton. The ceremony, which was held at Westminster Abbey, was watched by millions of people from all over the world who tuned in to watch it. In her new role as Duchess of Cambridge, Kate exemplified the very definition of grace and elegance. However, Kate was not the only one who managed to capture everyone's attention. Pippa, who was serving as her maid of honor, left an indelible mark on the hearts of everyone who witnessed the event. On that particular day, Pippa wore a white dress that was designed by Sarah Burton for Alexander McQueen. The dress was sleek and figure-hugging. Although it was a straightforward dress, Pippa's graceful figure was brought out by the impeccable tailoring of the garment. Within a short period of time, she became a sensation in the media. It was reported in the media that she was the most famous bridesmaid in the world, and her dress immediately became a topic of fascination all over the world. Within a single night, Pippa had already become the center of attention, and people were curious about her. It is important to note that the media's attention was not solely focused on the wedding or the dress. As time went on, people started to wonder who Pippa Middleton was. However, as was to be expected, Pippa's life underwent a significant transformation after the royal wedding. In addition to being the sister of the Duchess of Cambridge, she was now more than that. On her own, she was a well-known figure in the world. Photos were taken of her performing even the most mundane activities, such as going grocery shopping or strolling in the park, by photographers who followed her around everywhere she went. Every single one of her actions was scrutinized, and the public couldn't get enough of it. However, with fame came great scrutiny. While there were those who lauded Pippa for her elegance and sophistication, there were also those who criticized her for being overly visible in the public eye. It was necessary for her to acquire the ability to deal with the intense attention from the media. In contrast to her sister, who had become a royal and was given advice on how to interact with the media, Pippa was forced to figure out how to handle the situation on her own. However, one of the things that made Pippa so appealing to a large number of people was the fact that she refused to let fame alter who she was. Although she was constantly in the news and receiving attention, she managed to maintain a relatively low profile. She declined to participate in interviews or make use of the sudden surge in her popularity. However, she chose to concentrate on her interests and projects instead. A dignified presence was maintained by her, and she rarely addressed the media directly. Instead, she allowed her actions to speak for themselves. During the time that Kate was adjusting to her new role as the Duchess of Cambridge, Pippa started to embrace her fame. An image of Pippa was that of a person who was graceful, beautiful, and intelligent, all at the same time. Although this is the case, Pippa has never been content to simply bask in the fame that comes with being Kate's sister. Prior to the royal wedding, Pippa had already started to establish a career for herself. In order to build a successful career, she has put in a lot of effort, concentrating on her passion for writing, health, and fitness. The fact that she worked in event planning gave her the opportunity to demonstrate both her organizational abilities and her creative side. Following the wedding, she put her knowledge and experience in this field to use by writing a book called Celebrate, which is a novel about a year of celebrations for families and friends. The book was published in 2012 and served as a guide to hosting events and parties. It provided advice on a variety of topics, including recipes and arrangements for the event. Pippa was resolute in her pursuit of a niche, despite the fact that the book did not sell as well as she had anticipated it would. In addition to that, it made it possible for her to enter the world of publishing. As a child, she placed a high value on family get-togethers and traditions, and this demonstrated her affection for them. Aside from that, she started writing columns for publications such as The Spectator, Waitrose Kitchen, and Vanity Fair. In these columns, she offered advice on various aspects of lifestyle, ranging from healthy recipes to exercise routines. Her enthusiasm for physical activity is something that she is well known for, and she has even taken part in a number of charitable events, such as long-distance bike rides and swimming competitions. Through the medium of her writing, Pippa has established a more personal connection with the general public, demonstrating that she is more than just a household name. At the same time that Pippa's professional life was flourishing, her personal life was also flourishing. The year 2016 marked a significant turning point in Pippa's personal life when she publicly announced her engagement to James Matthews, a hedge fund manager and a former professional race car driver. You could say that their relationship was a fairy tale because it appeared to be an ideal situation. James is fortunate to have a distinguished family history. Due to the fact that he is the heir to the Scottish title of Lord of Glenafric, it is possible that Pippa will one day be able to hold the title of Lady Glenafric. James Matthews is a fascinating figure in his own right, the only difference being that he is not as well known as Pippa. Aside from the fact that he has achieved tremendous success in the financial sector, the fact that his family owns an estate in Scotland lends an air of nobility to his background. Before they got engaged, the couple had been dating for a few years, and their relationship was characterized by a sense of stability and mutual respect for one another. Pippa and James, in contrast to many other high-profile couples, have been able to keep a significant portion of their relationship hidden from the public eye. They have only been photographed together at events on a few occasions. The wedding that took place on May 20th, 2017, was definitely a glamorous event. Following the ceremony, which took place at St. Mark's Church in Englefield, Berkshire, the reception was held at the Middleton family home in Bucklebury. High-profile individuals were included on the guest list, such as Kate and Prince William, as well as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who had only recently begun dating at the time of the event. While wearing a breathtaking lace gown that was designed by Giles Deacon, Pippa once again captivated the attention of the entire world with her sophisticated and fashionable appearance. For the occasion of her wedding, Pippa wore a breathtaking lace gown that was designed by Giles Deacon, a dress that was both sophisticated and classic. The dress was very similar to the one that she had worn to her sister's wedding many years earlier. She once again demonstrated that she was able to handle life in the spotlight by demonstrating her grace and poise at her wedding, which was another moment in which she showed the world her poise and grace. In October of 2018, Pippa and James Matthews became parents for the first time. Their first child, Arthur Michael William Matthews, was born not long after their wedding. Pippa gave birth to their second child, a daughter by the name of Grace Elizabeth Jane, in the month of March in the year 2021. Throughout her entire life, Pippa has placed a significant emphasis on her family, and the decision to become a mother was the next logical step in her journey. Pippa has taken on the role of mother with the same poise and vigor that she consistently demonstrates in her other actions. She continues to be committed to her fitness routine, and she can frequently be seen going for runs or cycling through London, despite the fact that she is now a mother of 2 children. In addition to Kate's health problems, there is the bond that exists between sisters. Pippa's close relationship with her sister, Kate, has been one of the few things that has remained the same throughout her life. What if I told you that? The close relationship that Pippa and Kate share continues to captivate a significant portion of the world, as is only natural. The 2 sisters have always shared an extremely close relationship, and through the years, their bond has become even more robust. Throughout the intense media scrutiny that comes with being a member of the royal family, Pippa has been a consistent source of support for Kate, especially during difficult times. Despite the fact that Pippa is not a member of the royal family herself, she has frequently been by Kate's side during significant moments. She has assisted her in attending royal events and has been present during Kate's pregnancies. There is no question that the 2 sisters have a profound connection with one another, one that is founded on love, trust, and respectfulness for one another. Since the beginning, Pippa has been there to protect Kate, and when Kate's health problems became more apparent, her unwavering devotion became even more apparent. We just mentioned Kate's health problems, didn't we? Yes, we did not commit any errors. You are now wondering whether or not this could be the reason why Pippa has finally spoken up. You will get to know it, I bet. This is the point at which the mystery starts. Here is where things become even more intriguing. Without a shadow of a doubt, Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, has always been a prominent figure in the public eye. She is admired for her poise, elegance, and dedication to her royal duties. Nevertheless, in the most recent few months, her recurrent absences from public events started to cause eyebrows to be raised. It was difficult to miss Kate's disappearance from the public stage, because she is someone who is typically seen attending important events and gracefully carrying out her royal responsibilities. Concerns about her health began to surface as a natural consequence of her absence, which prompted various questions. At first glance, the explanations that were provided for her absences appeared to be relatively insignificant. It was initially reported by Kensington Palace that Kate was dealing with a few minor ailments, which at first glance did not appear to be particularly serious. Watchers of the royal family and members of the general public hoped that this explanation was adequate, as they believed that it was nothing more than the typical difficulties that anyone might encounter on a daily basis. However, as the absences continued, those initial reassurances became less convincing about the situation. It became abundantly clear that there could be a more consequential factor at play. Speculation began to emerge from the media, which has always been eager to delve deeper into the lives of the royals. Reporters and commentators concerning the royal family began to speculate about whether or not the Duchess was dealing with a more serious health issue. There were those who pondered whether or not her hectic schedule had finally caught up with her, resulting in feelings of stress or exhaustion. Some people started referring to the possibility of a more serious illness in their conversations. There were rumors going around that Kate had been admitted to the hospital, and as time went on, the speculation became more and more loud. To add insult to injury, as the weeks went by, the rumors concerning Kate Middleton's health became more and more concerning. According to the reports that started to surface, it was speculated that Kate had undergone surgery, specifically for a stomach condition. Even though there was no official confirmation from the palace, the media quickly picked up on the story, which fueled even more interest from the general public. It is possible that the Duchess of Cambridge, who is known for possessing an image that appears to be flawless, is struggling with a health crisis behind closed doors. The concept of Kate being admitted to the hospital was unfathomable to a great number of individuals. It is important to note that Kate has always been the epitome of health and vitality, whether she is participating in sporting events, attending royal events, or interacting with the general public. The mere possibility that she might be undergoing surgery to address a significant medical condition was enough to cause concern among her many admirers. The story of her possible hospitalization became front-page news, and the palace remained largely silent on the subject, which only served to deepen the mystery surrounding why she might be hospitalized. As a result, the general public couldn't help but speculate about her health, even though the specifics of her condition remained unknown. Seeing as how there were no definitive answers, people started to wonder how serious Kate's condition actually was. Her absence from significant events only served to increase the level of uncertainty. Concern and hope among the general public for Kate Middleton continued to grow. In spite of the rumors, many people believed that Kate would eventually come back to the public eye, and this time she would be healthy and strong. After all, she had consistently demonstrated a strong ability to persevere in the face of adversity. She never failed to rise above the challenges she faced, whether it was the pressure of being in the spotlight as a royal or the challenge of balancing her personal and public lives. She wished that she would be able to triumph over whatever health problem she was experiencing with the same poise and fortitude that she had displayed throughout her tenure as Duchess of Cambridge. That was her hope. People were eagerly anticipating her return, not only to reassure themselves that she was fine, but also to see her continue the work that she had always been so enthusiastic about. And just like a ray of hope for her fans and the entire world, the truth about Kate Middleton's health struggles was finally revealed in March. This was a positive development for everyone. However, it was even more devastating than anyone could have possibly imagined. In a video that was extremely moving, Kate disclosed that she had been battling cancer, thereby confirming the worst fears that the general public expressed. According to what we have already mentioned, her absence from royal duties had been the subject of rumors and speculation for a considerable amount of time. Nevertheless, this announcement provided an explanation for the reason why the cherished Duchess of Cambridge had withdrawn from the public eye. In the video, Kate discussed her diagnosis with dignity and candor, revealing that the fight against cancer had been the most difficult battle she had ever faced in her life. She had been through a number of treatments and surgeries, each of which had a negative impact on both her physical and mental health. The physical strain was not the only factor that had prevented her from participating in public life. In addition to that, there was the emotional adventure that came along with dealing with such a debilitating illness. This revelation not only shook the nation, but it also provided people with a glimpse into the incredible strength and resilience that Kate had demonstrated with her return to the public. While it is understandable that the royal family would want to protect Kate's privacy during this time, the fact that they had worked so hard to do so only served to stir the media's intense desire for answers. Due to the fact that the palace had not provided any definitive information, the press had been left to speculate, which resulted in a proliferation of theories. The rumors had snowballed out of control, ranging from mild exhaustion to more serious conditions for the individual. Now, however, the public has a better understanding of the reasons why the royal family had been so secretive, thanks to Kate's sincere confession. By removing her from the constant spotlight, they were attempting to provide her with the space and tranquility she required in order to heal. Following Kate's announcement, there was an overwhelming outpouring of love and support from so many people. There was a shift in the tone of the media from one of intrusive speculation to one of empathy and admiration, as fans from all over the world sent messages of encouragement. Not only did she have the courage to fight cancer, but she also had the courage to share her story in such an open and honest manner. Others were inspired by her bravery. As a result, everyone was reminded that despite her royal titles and responsibilities, Kate was a human being who was going through a terrifying ordeal just like everyone else. The video that Kate shared brought a sense of hope to her, despite the fact that her journey with her health had been a challenging one. In her speech, she discussed how the treatments were proving to be beneficial, and she expressed her determination to keep fighting. People got the impression that it was more than just a confession of her illness. It was also a message of perseverance. The bravery and openness that Kate displayed in the face of such a personal challenge served as an inspiration to a great number of people who were suffering through their own struggles. The world is standing by the Duchess of Cambridge, offering their love and support as she courageously faces her recovery. The truth has finally been revealed, and the world is standing by her, in the hopes that Kate will soon be able to return to the public eye and proudly stand next to her husband. People are sending well wishes to her from all over the world. However, despite the fact that the general public is aware of Kate's struggle, there is something even more shocking that is yet to be disclosed. It is common knowledge that Pippa, Kate's sister, has never been the type to interact with the media. On the other hand, she has just done something that has made the entire world go crazy. On the other hand, when Pippa Middleton finally broke her silence, it was not merely a message of support. Rather, it was a genuine and heartfelt revelation that nobody had anticipated beforehand. What was it that Pippa disclosed about Kate's condition that caused everyone to be taken aback? And how did it bring to light the hidden struggles that the family was going through during this trying time? You have been anticipating this moment for a very long time. The shocking revelation made by Pippa. A recent revelation made by Pippa Middleton regarding her sister Kate's fight against cancer has caused widespread shock all over the world. Concern had been felt by the general public for a number of months regarding Kate's unexplained absence. Despite this, nobody was aware of how serious her condition was until Pippa finally broke her silence. In an interview that was both heartfelt and emotional, Pippa revealed the difficulties that her sister has encountered. She shed light on the true extent of Kate's illness, as well as the strain that it has placed on their family. Her words provided a glimpse into the emotional roller coaster that the Middleton family has been on during this trying time and confirmed what many people had feared to be true. Pippa disclosed that the cancer diagnosis that Kate had received was significantly more severe than the palace had indicated. The challenges that Kate faced were not merely a passing health scare. It was a battle against an unrelenting illness that completely changed my life. Pippa detailed how her sister had been through months of treatments, surgeries, and hospital stays, all while attempting to keep her struggle a secret from others without revealing it. When Kate was in such a vulnerable position, it was extremely upsetting to see her because she has always carried herself with grace and poise. The revelation that Pippa made, however, was not solely focused on Kate's illness. It was a clear indication of the emotional toll that it took on everyone in her area. Within the confines of Kensington Palace, the Middleton family discovered that they were engaged in a struggle. In her admission, Pippa acknowledged that witnessing her sister go through such a terrifying ordeal was one of the most difficult things she had ever been forced to go through. A tremendous amount of emotional strain was placed on their family. Not only were they dealing with Kate's physical health, but they were also dealing with the anxiety and questioning that come along with receiving a cancer diagnosis. With each passing day came fresh difficulties. Aside from that, Pippa and the rest of the family had to be courageous for Kate, while simultaneously coping with their own concerns and emotions. Every word that Pippa spoke was a clear indication of the concern that she had for Kate. She recounted instances in which she considered her sister's life to be in danger, as well as instances in which the family was uncertain about whether or not Kate would survive. The role that Pippa played during this time was not limited to that of Kate's sister. Rather, she was also one of Kate's closest confidants. Her revelation was that she had remained by Kate's side throughout the most difficult treatments, providing her with love and support in a manner that only a sister could. But the battle was taking its toll on everyone, despite the fact that there was a lot of support out there. It was revealed to her that the royal family, which is well known for their presence in public and their responsibilities, was confronted with a decision: either maintain Kate's privacy or make the information public. Pippa disclosed that the decision to conceal Kate's illness was not an easy one, and that having to make this decision was a significant burden for them. Because of this, there was always the worry that if the general public knew the full extent of Kate's condition, it would result in an overwhelming media frenzy that could make it more difficult for her to recover. In the same vein, the family was unable to openly discuss their worries and frustrations due to the fact that they were required to maintain confidentiality. Up until this point, Pippa had refrained from discussing the internal conflict that she was experiencing. Once again, Pippa's revelation demonstrated Kate's resilience and bravery throughout the entirety of her fight. She stated that despite everything, Kate was fully committed to overcoming her illness and returning to her duties as a member of the royal family. Throughout her entire life, she had been a representation of grace and tenacity. Despite the fact that she was battling cancer, Kate Middleton never allowed the disease to define her. She maintained her grace, positivity, and hope throughout the ordeal. Pippa Middleton described how the family came together to support Kate during this difficult time by providing both emotional and physical support. This had the effect of bringing the family closer together. No matter whether they were providing comfort or assisting with Kate's children, the Middletons displayed an incredible level of unity. The choice that Pippa made to speak up was one that she made after giving it a lot of thought, with the intention of motivating others by highlighting Kate's strength and resilience. She emphasized the power of family love and the hope that Kate would recover, despite the attention that she received from the media. Many people have been moved by Kate's journey, which serves as a reminder that even royalty must face the most difficult challenges in life. Regarding Pippa's revelation and the ongoing conflict that has been going on within the Middleton family, what are your thoughts? In the comment section, please be sure to share your thoughts with us. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this post. In addition, please click on the video that is currently displayed on your screen. You are going to take pleasure in it.